Alright, so I'm just in my living room and I just wanted to make a quick review video on the Nike Hyper KO2 boxing boot. I've been using these in training more or less every day for about 7 to 8 months now. I just wanted to make a review on my opinions on this boxing boot, if you fancy buying them or not. I bought these in the UK for about £200, £199.99, so 200 quid. And I think for what they are worth the money. They're a very, very good, comfortable boxing boot. The laces are really long and you can tie them up properly. They really hug your feet as they come together with the sort of exoskeleton design. I think it's the only boxing boot that I've seen with this kind of design that sort of wraps around your foot, and it gives you great support, and you can tell that it's been designed, you know, for specifically boxing, of course, because it really just gives you all that nice comforting support around the ankles. You can wear it looser around the top of your foot, you can wear it looser around here, or you can pull them really tight and wrap these long laces around your ankle. As for the actual design of the shoe itself, it's got like a sort of inner sock type thing with the outer casing of the shoe wrapping around that. And that makes it really, really, really comfortable, in fact, and gives you really good flexibility for your footwork. It's got a nice loop here and a good bit of supporting bit for your around the top of your ankle. Really good heel, very strong, very durable. As for sizes, they only go up in full sizes, so they don't do half sizes in this boot. But for my case, I am usually a size 10, UK 10. But for the case of these, I did have to go a size up because they were just way too tight and narrow at the top. And they just felt too tight as a size 10, so I got these in a size 11 and they fit me just fine. But yeah, I do recommend trying these out if you see them in person, because honestly, the first time you try them on, it's going to feel like nothing that you've ever put on your feet before. But yeah, I'm a big fan. Two bad things I don't like about this shoe is that the toe box is obviously quite pointed and narrow, and obviously that isn't the shape of a normal foot. You know, they shouldn't really be squeezing your toes in at the top, but these boots, they are a bit narrow, so if you are someone like me who has wide feet, just keep that in mind, they are quite narrow. I'll show you now, just a little demonstration. So there's the sole of the boot. It's about that thick at the widest point, and here's my foot on there. You can see if I try and rest my foot naturally, my toe is, these two toes are basically hanging off. So yeah, if it was to fit my foot normally and comfortably, it's really, yeah, so it's my feet are getting pressed in there like that, which isn't great. Sorry if you don't like the look of my feet, but hey ho, they're my feet. And secondly, the sole. Here's the sole for you. Right there, the durability is a bit of an issue. If you're somebody who's constantly on your toes, the rubber of the sole can get quite thin over time. I mean, the thinness is good because it means you've got nice ground contact for your footwork. But when it comes to pivoting on your big toe there, that can be an issue. And so I'm gonna have to try and fix that myself somehow. But the grip wise is really comfortable. It's good flexibility. It's got really good arch support. And the insole, I'll just show you now. The insole is really, really comfortable. I think this is where a lot of your sort of support goes into. It's really nice and bouncy around the heel, but again, it's quite thin, so you've not got like a running shoe type sole where the heel is much thicker. It is quite evenly distributed. Obviously it is thinner up near the toe box, but yeah, it means you've got really good ground contact as well with the arch there. But like I mentioned, there's the toe box, and it is quite thin. So if you are someone with narrow feet, then I would keep that in mind, because when I wear these, I've noticed that my feet sort of get pressed into this shape, and yeah, if I'm wearing for a long time during training, sometimes I can feel my feet cramping up. I don't know if that's because of the shoes to blame or what that is, but yeah. But looks wise, I think they look absolutely amazing. I love the style. I wasn't a massive fan when they first came out, but the second I saw them in person and I tried them on, I fell in love with them almost instantly. I think they're really, really nicely designed. Great colourway in the navy blue and green. I'll show you a good way of putting these shoes on is you want to loosen up the laces all the way so it's all nice and loose. Put your finger through this loop and your finger through the front loop. Stretch it open. Put your foot inside and just pull this back loop in your heel and your foot should slide right in. And then work your way from the top or the front of the foot. You don't want to, I don't know, it's personal preference, but I don't want to pull these really, really tight. I want to keep a little bit of looseness, but you know, it's personal preference, you'll see. And the way these laces work is they really just pull in and hug. There's no other way of describing it other than just really good sort of squeezing your foot in a nice way to your shape. There you go. You can pull them really, really tight there. Cross them over, nice long laces so they wrap around the ankle. Once under here, you've got these little holes here so that you can line your laces up within them. Tie them like that and then just tie them as you would. Double knot and boom, there you go. They're not too long, they're not going to get in the way of your training or anything. But yeah, they go up to about here. They're not the highest of boxing boots, but they're definitely not mids or lows. Really nice. Great flexibility. They've got these grooves here in the sole so that you can bend your feet in a way and it gives you really, really good flexibility and movement. But yeah, they're absolutely brilliant. And yeah, that's all I've really got to say about it. Lightweight, but not the lightest of the boxing boots, but I'll give them a good 4 out of 5. If they weren't so narrow and the rubber wasn't so, I don't know, lacking in durability, then it'd get a 5 out of 5 for me because they just look absolutely fantastic and they're well designed. But yeah, that is the Hyper KO 2 boxing boot from Nike. Cheers.